Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another SoundHound video. This is your host, Shades. The stock market show is here. Let's talk about SoundHound. I'm going to read some comments here because I did miss some of them. Sometimes I don't get notifications for these and I feel bad. I'm like, oh, I missed out on this one. I don't know why YouTube does this to me, but sound will make millionaires out of its believers. Love your work, Shades. Shout out to Venom. FT2000. I couldn't agree more. I think we're extremely early on AI, and I think SoundHound is definitely going to be the voice of AI. You're not crazy. I'm taking some profits because I'm up a lot. I'm steadily buying this thing for a long time. Yeah, that's take profit, take some off the table. In fact, if you're up a lot, I would recommend taking your initial investment out, and at that point, just ride the rest of the shares for free. That's what I would do if you're up that much. Can't hear you, even though my sound is turned all the way up. Yeah, that's on my end. Oh wait, no, that's a color stock video. Screw that. I don't care about color stock right now. We're talking about SoundHound. Hide shades, your videos speak truth. It's more than restaurants and automobiles. We are seeing the future changing slowly right before our eyes with AI products and robots. SoundHound will be the #1 AI customer service assistant in the world, and this is just the beginning. I checked your resources are right on point. Happy holiday shades to you and your family. Happy holidays to you, Lady Lavender. 2024. I'm sure you're gonna change that to 2025. But anyways, yeah, I agree. I agree. I think I thought I was crazy back then, but clearly it is. It's the world's changing right before us. You think a regular police dog is going to be superior to a machine dog? Guess what? A robot dog is going to be in the future. It's going to be superior to the police dog because it's not made out of this flesh that's easily destroyed. The machine dog can actually carry a gun on it. It can do a lot of things that it will be able to do a lot of things that current, fleshy meat bags can do. It'll be better. We'll have a better police force at least because we don't have to risk actual lives of dogs and humans. That's crazy to think about. Think about the police side of things. Anyways, yeah, and those dogs are gonna have voices too. That's what's crazy, right? Can you think about that for a second? Those robot dogs that are going to replace the fleshy ones for the police force, they're actually going to be able to communicate. They're going to have a voice. Think about that for a second. I know some of your minds just went, "Whoa, that's true. That's true." And they're going to be able to carry guns on it because it's a machine and it can actually talk. And you don't have to risk the actual life of a dog. I'm using this as an example because some guy went on a some crazy guy like killed like 3 people and 2 dogs, and I felt bad for the dogs. I'm like, what? Why the dogs? Why kill the dogs? Like, come on. Thankfully, that guy got taken out by the police. But I thought about the fact that hey, these robot dogs, they can talk in the future. Shades, what do you think of color? I already made a video on that, and you want me to take a look at BBAI? I'll do that today maybe. There's so many stocks right now that are looking good, but long term, SoundHound is. I think that's a winner. I bought SoundHound at 199. If it hits 100, I may have to buy a new pair of pants. We'll both buy a new pair of pants because that means I was correct, and I do believe I'm gonna be correct. It's just gonna take time for it to come to that share price. This is a fully pumped meme stock. No, it's not. The revenues are way better than some of the quantum computing stocks. I looked at the revenues of some of these quantum computing stocks that people have been telling me to take a look at, and the revenues. Look at that. Look at the revenues for these quantum computing stocks. QBTS. What's the other one? QBT. Rigatoni here. RGTI. I'm looking at their numbers and I'm like, these are nothing compared to SoundHound's 150 to 200 million prediction for next year. So these quantum computing stocks are just pumping just to pump, just out of hype. They're not pump. They're financially, fundamentally, they're not doing that great. You know what I'm saying? Compared to SoundHound. So SoundHound, even fundamentally, it's worth more than those quantum computing stocks. And I believe we will see SoundHound at 100. I still stick by that share price. Shades, all you need is sound. Yeah. Neo stock is good for a swing trade. Definitely not long term. I don't recommend Neo stock long term. Hell no. Let's see, SoundHound. Go SoundHound, my diamond gem. You may be right. I can see that they're going into another category besides automobile industry, restaurants, residential, and now healthcare. You may be right, Shades. $100. I can see that maybe sooner than we think. Yeah, I know a lot of people bought SoundHound real cheap, and I mean, I know some of you are making hand over fist money. So shout out to you guys. All I'm doing is calling out the good ones. It's about buying good. I believe in the Warren Buffett philosophy: buy good companies at cheap prices, and you're gonna make money. These quantum computing stocks, I don't know if they're good companies. They're cheap, but I don't know if you would call them good companies. And financially, they're not doing that great. So I had to make that comparison. I was like, I'm seeing these quantum computing stocks pump, but I'm like, they're just not on the level of SoundHound. I don't believe in these quantum computing stocks just yet. But enough about that. Let's go into. I just want to point out that Nvidia discloses stakes in ARM, SoundHound AI, Nano X, and more, but also disclosed the fact that it's still going to hold its SoundHound. Disclosed a 3.67 million stake in SoundHound. The chip giant had been a SoundHound investor since 2017. So they were already in early. Nvidia was in early on SoundHound back in 2017. We got in like what, a year ago? Year and a half ago? When it was back at like $2, $3. So they kept their stake on all these. No, not on SoundHound at least. So they obviously believe it's worth more than where it's at. And I'm going to believe that too. So I just wanted to show you that because some people were like, "Are you sure they're still holding?" Yeah, they're still holding. They've been in since 2017. You think they're going to sell now, 7 years later, especially with this pump? I don't want to talk about this article. Yeah, keep SoundHound stakes. I already talked about that. They keep raising the outlook every year and underselling it. I think I talked about this last time. They keep raising their outlook, but they undersell it and overdeliver every time. This is SoundHound's largest quarter on record as the company takes its first steps into important new verticals. Our increased scale, combined with incredible market enthusiasm for conversational AI, is allowing us to execute on the company's vision. We believe that Voice is the quote unquote killer app for applied generative AI, thanks to our best in class technology, mastery of complex vertical integrations, and proprietary AI software. We are positioned to capitalize on this huge and growing opportunity. I'm looking for some big numbers here. I think they said, is there no big number here? Yeah, here's the big numbers. Business outlook expects full year 2024 to be in the range of 82 to 85 million, which, like I said, and compared to these other quantum computing stocks that are pumping, compared to the other AI stocks that are pumping, uh, I mean, look at this: 3 million, 100K, 1.87 million. Like the growth for these other AI stocks is not really that great compared to SoundHound. That's why I keep saying, like, pounding the table on this one. So it's full year 2025 revenue outlook in the range of 155 to 175 million. I would predict 200 million, honestly, at this point, if they're going to continue growing the way they are. And the share price should follow. And as you can see, performance overview year to date, 844%. Shout out to the people who were loading up down there real cheap, you know. And the 3-year return, 129%. So these AI stocks, are long term. They're winners. They're also good for swing trades, but I think long term is better for these ones at least. Anyways, that is it for the video. I will be making other videos talking about these quantum computing stocks, and I'll let you know what I think of them. I know a lot of people want me to talk about them, but as I just showed you, you compare SoundHound to these other stocks, and it's just fundamentally SoundHound is superior. And Nvidia has been in on SoundHound since 2017, which says a lot. And they haven't sold. So if they're willing to hold for 7 years, I think we should be willing to hold for 7 years, more than 7 years, honestly. I guess it depends on how old you are. I know some of you are on the older side, according to my analytics. A lot of you are in the Gen X side, so 50 plus. I'm 31. I'm a millennial. I don't really. You know what's funny is Gen Z doesn't really watch my videos. I guess because I'm not a pumpy type of guy. I don't. I'm not gonna dance for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't really have. Let's be real. Gen Z doesn't have the attention span, especially with how long I talk and how much I repeat myself. Anyways, shout out to you guys. Hopefully, you make a lot of money. Hopefully you have like a 7 to 10 year time frame. I think this is just the beginning. $100 is next. If we hit $100, I'm gonna have some drinks. Maybe I'll throw a rooftop party and invite everyone. You'll be able to pay for your own flight, obviously, right? Because you're rich at that point. like, like you'll be able to pay for your own flight because you're rich. If this thing goes to 100 and you're actually holding it, I still think we're early. Nothing has changed. If we go into a bear market, take advantage of the cheap stock. I'll see you guys in the next one.